This is a video on two-step equations. Now whenever I solve two-step equations, I need to make sure that whatever I do on one side of the equal sign, I also do on the other side of the equal sign. In order to do that, I draw a fence or a line that goes through the equal sign. That's going to help remind me whatever I do to the left side of the equation, I also have to do to the right side of the equation. Now on a problem like negative 5x minus 12 is equal to 43, the goal of this problem is to get x all by itself on the left side of the equation. What I'm going to do is step by step take away everything on that side of the equation except for the x by undoing it. Let's look at this problem and see how I do it. The first thing I do is I look what's connected to x and what's not connected to x on the left side of the equation. Now I'm multiplying x by negative 5 and then I'm subtracting 12. The subtracting 12 is really not connected to x. And if I was doing order of operations, that would be the last thing I do. Whenever I solve a two-step equation, I kind of go backwards in order of operations. So I've got to get rid of my subtracting 12. In order to do that, I'm going to combine that with a positive 12. But remember, whatever I do on one side of the equation, I have to do on the other side of the equation also. So I have to add 12 to that side of the equation. Now let's see what I have left. On the left side of the equation, I have positive 12 and negative 12, and that's just going to make 0. But I also have this negative 5x. I'm going to bring down the negative 5x on the left side of the equation. On the right side of the equation, I have 43 and 12. If I combine those, I'm going to have positive 55. I still don't have x all by itself, so I've got to undo multiplying x by negative 5. I do that by dividing by negative 5. But if I divide the one side of the equation by negative 5, I also have to divide the other side of the equation by negative 5. Negative 5 divided by negative 5 is just going to be x, or 1x. And if I take 55 divided by negative 5, I get negative 11. So the answer for this problem is x is equal to negative 11.